Breaking news now from Blue Eye Media. And now from our global friendly partners.
The Florida government is on the verge of losing more than $218 million at a loss because of building Alligator Alcatraz, and we're learning more horrific details about what's happening inside the Everglades detention facility at this hour. Because according to The Guardian, detainees at Florida's Alligator Alcatraz Immigration Detention Center allege that guards beat them with batons and used tear gas to suppress a mini uprising within the facility sparked by news of a family death. Now, here's the thing. ICE officials and state officials denied that there was an uprising, denied that guards used tear gas and beat inmates with batons. But this story needs coverage because if it isn't even an ounce of truth, if the inmates who are saying that they were beat and tear gassed are speaking accurately, then there needs to be significant investigations into ICE, into the Florida Department that is responsible for overseeing Alligator Alcatraz facility. Now, it comes as Alligator Alcatraz will be closed in a matter of days. Most inmates have actually already been removed from the prison facility. Many are expected to be removed in the coming days. Florida spent $218 million of its budget building this facility, and now it is forced to close because of human rights abuse allegations, because of environmental related issues, and so much more. The facility will be closed momentarily, and it'll be closed pretty much indefinitely. It'll be closed indefinitely. People will be leaving the facility, and as a result, Florida taxpayers just paid over $200 million, for building and maintaining the Alligator Alcatraz facility. Now, meanwhile, this week, tonight, I want to talk to you about something special or something important, and that's the Epstein files. Because this coming week, on September 3rd, there is going to be a major press conference on Capitol Hill with Representative Khanna, Representative Thomas Massie, a bipartisan group. Along with Epstein survivors and Epstein victims, I will be there. Because the demand to release the Epstein files, well, that's not going anywhere. And tonight, Republicans are really upset at me because I have asked every single day on the White House social media accounts where the Epstein files are, to release the Epstein files, because it is so important for the victims and survivors to know the truth about what happened with Jeffrey Epstein. This isn't about one man. This isn't about just Donald Trump. It's about a powerful group, a powerful network of individuals who are associated with this man who caused horrific crimes to occur. And here's the thing, they're attacking me. Why? Because they don't want the truth to come out, but I'm not going to stop. So please subscribe today to support my work, or send a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron-Parnas. And if you're in Washington, D.C. on September 3rd, meet me on Capitol Hill. Be there, show your support, and watch in real time as we report on how the survivors and victims of Epstein's horrific crimes, well, how they speak out. Meanwhile, today, Donald Trump invoked a rarely used, quote, pocket rescission to cancel $4.9 billion in congressionally approved foreign aid. There is significant backlash here, and what we're looking at is a possible government shutdown in just 1 month. The fiscal year for the federal government runs out at the end of September, and this decision by the Trump administration makes it much more likely that we are nearing a government shutdown. Today, Donald Trump hosted Smithsonian Secretary Lonnie Bunch III for a White House lunch as his administration reviews museum exhibits, criticized the Smithsonian for what it calls an overemphasis on the horrors of slavery and progressive themes. So he is continuing his push to remake the Smithsonian museums ahead of America's 250th anniversary next year. Now, some big news today that not many people are talking about. There is a real shift in electoral politics happening right now across the country. Today, we learned Iowa Republican Senator Joni Ernst and Wisconsin Republican Supreme Court Justice Rebecca Bradley, well, neither of them are running for re-election. And Iowa Senator Ernst's decision comes just a few days after Caitlin Dray won a special election in Iowa's first special Senate seat. That special election, she overperformed Donald Trump by over 18 points. That was a district Donald Trump won by 11 points. She won it, flipped it from red to blue, and broke the supermajority that Republicans had in the Iowa State Senate. And now the Iowa senator has decided, I'm not running for re-election. Meanwhile, in Wisconsin, a Supreme Court justice seat will be open because Rebecca Bradley is not running for re-election. If Democrats win that seat, they will solidify control of the Wisconsin Supreme Court for many years. Because if you recall, just in the past, Democrats won with Justice Protasewicz. Then just recently, this past year or earlier this year, there was a major Supreme Court election in Wisconsin, and Democrats won there as well. So significant news and a significant shift right now happening as Republicans pretty expect that they will be losing a number of seats heading into the 2026 midterms. Today, we learned that the United States has ended its de minimis exemption for low-value imports, meaning before there was a de minimis exemption for products under $800 coming into the United States of America. They wouldn't be subject to tariff duties. Now they will be. Mexico has already suspended postal shipments, as has more than 20 other countries worldwide, including many in Europe. Meanwhile, a federal appellate court blocked the Trump administration's bid to end temporary protected status for over 600,000 Venezuelans, ruling that Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem lacked the authority to overturn prior extensions. We also learned today that Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe, he's going to call a special session soon to essentially redistrict the congressional maps in Missouri following Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who today signed the gerrymandered maps that Texas Republicans passed into law today. Meanwhile, the Trump administration is preparing to surge ICE personnel into Boston as part of its larger post-Labor Day immigration crackdown. Donald Trump earlier today revoked Secret Service protection for former Vice President Kamala Harris. The Pentagon is restoring a controversial 20-foot portrait of Confederate General Robert E. Lee in West Point's library. Meanwhile, some news regarding Gaza. Israel announced it will no longer pause fighting to allow aid into Gaza City, declaring the area a, quote, dangerous combat zone. The United States will not allow Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas into the country for the September 23rd United Nations General Assembly, and it is also denying and revoking visas for members of the Palestine Liberation Organization and Palestinian Authority ahead of the United Nations General Assembly. Meanwhile, the United Nations Security Council announced that it extended the mandate of its Lebanon peacekeeping mission until December 2026, but ordered its withdrawal under U.S. and Israeli pressure, ending a 47-year deployment that has monitored the Israel-Lebanon border, sparking relief in Beirut, but concerns from allies like France and Italy about stability after the pullout. There's a lot of news that we missed today. There'll be a lot of news tonight and over the weekend. I'm not going to stop, no matter what. That's my commitment to you. No matter what the right wing throws at me, I'm not going to stop, because the truth and getting the truth to you all is far too important. It's far too important to have an independent, unbiased, timely media, and that's what I'm giving you every single day. So make sure to subscribe to support, and I'll see you in the morning.
Follow Blue Eye Media for exclusive insights and breaking news sources from global-friendly outlets that you'll never get from the mainstream cable TV and antenna radio or satellite outlets. Learn how to play the flute of the world and learn the real facts.